Good morning, everybody. This is Margaret from Alabama Prepper. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It is pretty here today. It is probably in the low 80s right now. The wind's blowing. It's just a very comfortable day. We had a lot of rain Sunday and Monday, or maybe it was Monday. We had 3 systems that came through here, and we got about 4.5 inches of rain. And then we have another system that's coming through Friday, and they say we could get up to 2 inches of rain out of that. I did not plant a garden this year, but I know that our farmers was so proud to get the rain. We have one farmer that's planted corn back behind our house, and the nitrogen out of the rain just makes everything grow so much better. This time last year, we were already going through a drought. We was not getting any rain. So the rain has been very beneficial, especially to our farmers. But I want to talk to you a little bit today. I have been keeping up, it's called the Federalist. I'm not very good with words, but they put out a lot of information. And they have been putting out information on the government stopping, I'm sorry, there's gnats out here, on the government stopping people from planting gardens. I did not, all of this is, I've read bits and pieces, so I'm just going to tell you stuff that I've heard. I can't tell you what state or anything like that. My mind can't remember stuff like that, but I read an article where I may have to go in, these gnats are so bad, where one county, that they're trying to get them to stop planting their gardens because they claim it's not USA, it's not by the guidelines. Then the cattlemen, it's so many things that the government is trying to stop. I saw one article the other day that they put out. It was president of a cattle association. Our president at our house passed a $93 million policy the other day, or bill, whatever you call it, to help farmers. But from what I can understand, it was all sent overseas. These farmers, it was supposed to help all the farmers. They were supposed to be able to borrow so much money to help with their farms. Last year it was a drought. Everybody lost just about everything they had. I know around here, the peanut crop, there was just no peanut crop. And now where the peanuts are at, the farmers are planting corn this year. But anyhow, some of these farmers have put in for a loan since they had passed the bill. One guy wanted $30,000 to help, and they told him they didn't have the funds. They couldn't help him because they didn't have the funds. Well, the president of this association said there had been several. He said he had also put in to borrow so much money to help to plant his crops and everything, and they told him, we don't have the money, we don't have the funds. Yet they passed a $93 billion plan or bill, whatever it was, to help the farmers, but it was all sent overseas. It wasn't to help the American farmers. I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, and I'm warning you. our government is trying their best to stop the American people from growing their own food. If we don't have an election this year, we're in trouble. God would have to intervene, if he will intervene. I don't know, I don't know how many of y'all, hold on, my dog's got to go through. God is our only hope now. He is our only hope. So we're going to have to pray. Trump is my president. I don't think we would. I think like our world has just gotten in such a turmoil. There's so much killing. It's just really bad. But if God don't intervene, I don't know what we're going to do. But getting back, our government is trying to shut down anything that we can do to make our own food, grow our own cattle, make our own food, our gardens. There was a place upstate somewhere or another that somebody had planted a garden in their yard, and they were fine because they planted their own food because it was not USDA approved or something like that. I never thought that I would see these kind of days in my life. But I did not plant a garden this year. I just, and I never thought in my life, by the time I hit 71 years old, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things that I'm doing. But I don't know if you watched my video, the last one, but I broke my foot 3 weeks ago. I certainly did not need it. Stepped off the step, turned my foot over. I'm in a boot. I'm having to use a cane. And believe me, this boot has upset every bone and muscle and joint in my body. We did not plant a garden. It was my intentions, and it's still my intentions, is I was going to buy from the local farmers around here to help them out. Also, but today I couldn't stand on my feet. I couldn't stand on that foot. Everybody in my family works. The granddaughter-in-law has a little boy, and believe me, he's a handful. So I don't have anybody to help me. I could start doing some stuff, but it would take me all day long to try to get it done. So right now, my thoughts on what I'm going to do is I'm going to start buying canned food. It's not what I would want to do. It's, because I love canning. I love fresh vegetables. I have a lot of beans and peas put up. I have potatoes put up, snap beans. I have a lot of stuff, put up. I do have some beans. I'm going to go ahead and can those and get those in the jars because I have so many of them I need to do something with them. It's not hard to do that. I'll just soak them and put them in the jars and can them in the jars. But I'm telling you, start preparing. If you haven't started, our world today, it's just like the college up there. They're trying to have the graduation, and all these kids have come in that didn't even go to the college, but they're protesting up there. It should not be allowed. I mean, I don't know, some of the things that's allowed in the United States, when they first come in, they should have booted them out then. It should not. These other kids are trying to graduate. These kids are not from, they're not from this town, or they're not graduating at this college, but yet they won't move them. They won't, they're just letting them show themselves. I don't understand why a governor would put up with it. They're not even Americans. But this is what's going to happen, and it's slowly approaching. whenever things get so bad, and believe me, I'm seeing it, it's going to get a lot worse. Our grocery stores are gonna quit carrying certain things. You know, like it was in 2020, whenever COVID was full blast, you could not find stuff on the shelves. Well, it's gonna be worse than that. The grocery stores are gonna close. I mean, you may not believe me, but that's what's gonna happen. The grocery stores are gonna close. If you don't know how to make your own bread or cook, you know, you're going to have to go back to the early 1900s. I think my mother-in-law told me one time that they had a Great Depression in 1933. If I'm wrong, tell me. I may be wrong. But she was telling me some of the things that they had to do. We're going to have to go back to basic stuff. Our young people are not going to know how to survive. I mean, they're not going to have any idea how to survive. And that's when people's going to start breaking in your home and stealing the stuff that you got. If you want to be able to feed your family and take care of your family, you better start prepping now. I have bought up a bunch of canned stuff, and I'm going to buy up a bunch more. I would whole lots rather be canning it in jars, but it's just not feasible for me to do that at this moment. But I am prepared to a certain extent, but I'm not prepared nearly what I need to be. But I'm telling you, start getting ready. We are fixing to see some really bad times. You may disagree with me and say, oh, it's not going to do this, it's not going to do that, but I promise you, I'm warning you, it's coming. I have seen so much on YouTube, I've seen so much on the news, and it's just everything is falling into place. And if we don't have an election, for the last 4 years, there has been so much money spent trying to shut Trump down. They're trying to keep him from being off the election sheet for anybody to vote for him. And if it comes down to where they can find something against him where he cannot go on the polls, then we're in trouble. If we have to keep the president that we got now for four more years, America's gone. It's over with. But I'm telling you, it's burdening me. It's on my heart. You know, there's so many other YouTubers that's out there that's trying to warn you to listen to them. Get prepared, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. I was hoping that maybe I could get up and start doing, and then I ended up breaking my foot. It has limited me a lot. Very depressing. I need to go to the beauty shop. I need to do it, but I cannot drive. I can't drive, so maybe somebody will come along one of these days and I can get them to take me to the beauty shop. I'm not worried about it very much. I'm not going anywhere. But anyhow, thank you all for listening to me, all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. You have a blessed day, and I love each and every one of you.